I didn't think this day was going to come. I mean, not before I got this legal team I didn't. Still in disbelief. Still in disbelief.
Finally free after 43 years. Today, Kevin Strickland was released from prison after a lengthy battle to prove his innocence. KCTV5 investigative reporter Angie Racono has been on top of this story for more than a year now. She was there in Cameron, Missouri for Strickland's first moment of freedom.
Kevin Strickland learned this news while he was watching a soap opera. So he's inside the prison. It's 11:30. There's a soap opera on. And then here comes a breaking news alert, and it's about him. He said everybody started screaming and hollering. Within hours, he was free, and he spoke to reporters.
Mr. Strickland, what do you think of the justice system now?
Once again, it needs to be torn down and redone. Just from the arresting officer to the presiding judge. I mean, it don't work. I mean, it worked here in the long run, but it took 43 years to get here. And when they knew from day one that I wasn't the person that committed that crime, they knew.
Here's why Kevin Strickland was freed directly from the judge. The recantations Douglas made to her family and friends are reliable. They were numerous and consistent. The email she authored in February of 2009 is a reliable written recantation of her prior testimony identifying Strickland. Further, these statements were made when Douglas believed she could be prosecuted for perjury if she recanted her previous in-court identifications of Strickland. Cynthia Douglas died years ago. Kevin Strickland was asked about her as he left prison. He said he believes she was a victim here, too. Now, he also made it clear he believes police never really believed he was guilty, but that he was an easy mark. Reporting from Cameron, Missouri, Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.
Some friends, even complete strangers, also made that trip to Cameron to greet Strickland after his release. One of them, Robert Nelson. He knows what Kevin is feeling tonight. Back in 2013, Nelson was exonerated by DNA evidence in a 30-year-old rape case. He and Kevin knew each other in jail and used to talk about their innocence.
I am so happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy. You know, now I might get teary-eyed if he, because I know how I feel when I got released. You know. Not, and I feel released, but I also feel sorry because he's in a wheelchair now. When I knew him, he wasn't in a wheelchair.
Kevin told friends one of the first things he wanted to do was visit his mother's grave. She died just this last August while his case was still going through the legal system.
Well, now Strickland faces another challenge. He has his freedom, but nothing else. He's not eligible for Social Security and doesn't have anything in savings. The Midwest Innocence Project is raising money for him on GoFundMe, and so far, more than $207,000 has been raised. Get this. At the beginning of the day, that total was under $40,000. So you can see how many people have donated just in the few hours since he's been released. And you can find a link to donate with this story on the KCTV5 News app.